Najjača svjetska promocija slobodne borbe još jednom vraća se u Brazil, a 153. priredbu predvodi prvak u srednjoj kategoriji Anderson Silva. Spider će se treći put podići u polutešku kategoriju kako bi se borio s beskompromisnim veteranom Stefanom Bonarom. Nastup najboljeg borca današnjice, povratak legendarnog Minotaura nakon loma ruke i puno više pogledajte na pay-per-view u noći sa subote na nedjelju 14. listopada na 25. kanalu MaxTV s početkom u 4 sata ujutro. UFC 153 samo na Fight Channelu.
It's going to be a good fight because he's a complete, super talented fighter.
Silva likes to feel his opponents out and then explode on them. Anytime Anderson Silva steps into the octagon, it's an opportunity to watch the greatest martial arts practitioner that the world has ever known.
Stephen Bonner's got a lot of courage in these exchanges. It really stays in the pocket.
And I'm just a gritty son of a bitch that ain't going to give up.
Stephen Bonner has an incredible will and a desire to compete. He's got a chin that's made out of cement. He's been dropped by John Jones with a spinning elbow, jumped right back up, and got right back into the fray. He's got a ridiculous ability to take punishment.
During his 11-year career, Stephan Bonner has been finished only twice, both times by cuts.
I do take some pride in not being ever knocked out or submitted.
The American Psycho, Stephan Bonner.
At a young age, I learned if I get my butt whooped, it's no big deal. My two older brothers were always better than everything. And I remember one Christmas when I was about 8, we got 3 pairs of boxing gloves, and that was probably the worst Christmas vacation I ever had. I just got beat up every day for 2 weeks. From Pee-wee wrestling to Taekwondo matches when I was little, I've always been the same fighter, where I'd always just keep tooth and nail fighting people until I broke them.
That style has won Bonner a devoted legion of UFC fans.
Hey, let's do rounds 4, 5, and 6. How about it, guys? My type of fighting kind of inspires people. When you get letters from people who were about to give up, who had cancer, and they saw the fight and they saw the heart I showed, and that inspired them to want to beat it. That's powerful. You want to fight? You want to fight? Come on!
Bonner has traveled the world in his pursuit of excellence, studying jiu-jitsu in Brazil and Muay Thai in Thailand. So fighting Anderson Silva on his home turf doesn't faze him.
Being in Brazil and knowing how much I love Anderson, that's something that I eat up. It would bother me if I was in my backyard and everyone was rooting for me. But this doesn't. No, I love it this way. Like, if I had to write it, I couldn't write it any better. I'd choose this.
O fato de ele estar lutando sem nenhuma responsabilidade aumenta as chances dele ser muito mais perigoso, né?
Very precise here, Joe.
He's the most accurate striker around. I'm going to have to take some punishment. That's fine with me.
When Bonner sees blood all over himself, for whatever reason, he fights better.
I just ruined your shirt. Send me the dry cleaning bill.
Bonner has always been willing to take a beating in order to get a win, a concept that his coaches have been trying to beat out of him.
And I said, we have to devise things to make you move your head, make you slip, make you counter, and still come forward. And if you watch the last 3 of his fights, the things we're doing with him is working. He almost felt guilty for not getting all bloodied up.
You were apologizing afterwards, though. You're walking around saying you're sorry.
Stephan Bonner also has a very slick ground game.
As soon as the fight goes to the ground, he's in total control, and he likes it.
And if there is any area where we have seen Anderson Silva struggle in the past, it's with grapplers. The first fight with Chael Sonnen is an excellent example of that.
Now he's boxing his ears. Look at this. He's trying to finish the champion.
The first round against Travis Lutter.
And he's hitting him with some big shots.
The first round against Dan Henderson.
Hammer fisting away.
Stephan Bonner, his goal in this fight should be to close the distance and get a hold of Anderson and try to make something happen on the ground.
Silva trying to finish it.
Anderson's great on the ground. Good on top, good ground and pound. But yeah, I feel pretty confident if this fight goes to the ground that jiu-jitsu-wise, I'll be able to hang with him and maybe even pull something off.
That is a bad angle. That thing is going to snap.
Ele tem jiu-jitsu bom, é cara forte, então vai ser uma luta complicada.
Although the fight's in Rio, in a way, Anderson is fighting on Bonner's turf. The champion has fought only twice at light heavyweight, where Bonner has spent his entire career.
Anderson having to fight at my weight, it gives me an advantage. It's my weight class.
É mais fácil para mim lutar de 93 nesse curto período de tempo do que de 8'4". Eu acredito que eu tenho pouco mais de agilidade, né? Mas mais força, não. Acho que não.
We all seen him at 205 a couple times before, and he still packs a punch. I gotta be careful. He's a hell of a striker, even at 205.
Bring it on, come on!
I've been in there with some of the greatest fighters in the world, and I've held my own, so I don't see this fight as being any different. I know what my strengths are, and it's more about getting them into deep water with me. And I'm gonna fight my heart out and see what happens.
He's the best. He's the best that's ever been.
Meu grande gol é terminar minha carreira com vitórias dentro do UFC e me aposentar sem nenhuma derrota.
Very smart, very impressive, very well-rounded.
If I could pull off the upset, if I beat Anderson Silva, then I rule the world. Life's gonna be good.
Last December, Minotauro Nogueira set out to avenge his 2008 loss to former heavyweight champion Frank Mir.
They are set to fight again. Big battle early. And again with the elbow. Oh, huge knee.
I felt really confident I was going to win the fight. My distance was better than his. I was faster. I knocked him down.
He connects again. He's in big trouble. Huge trouble.
And I've had a really bad idea to go to the guillotine.
He's sprawling. Oh, he's got a guillotine. Looking to finish it right here. Can Frank Rowan get on top? Yes, he can. Wow.
When I went to his arm, he jumped over my body.
Oh, side control from here. Look at this.
And get an Kimura. He did a really good move, surprised me.
Oh, get himself into trouble.
I thought I was going to escape twice. Once my elbow was hurt, then my shoulder was hurt. Then I rolled for the second time, then I heard pop. Bone of my arm was cracked.
He's got him out. It's unbelievable.
You know, well, the fight is over. I didn't think about my arm. I was thinking about the fight.
That is incredible. I think it popped. That's not a pop, my friend. That's a broken arm.
I had a lot of pain after that. I had pain every day, you know. Even to move, cough, standing up, take a shower, I couldn't move at all. And the doctor suggested me to don't do a surgery, just wait. I had to wait for 3 months without doing anything, like just in the cast. And start to hurt a lot. And the doctor decided to do the surgery. After 2 months, I felt stronger again. I do physical therapy almost every day to fix my arm, to get stronger, to get faster.
I don't think there's anything Minotauro cannot overcome. He's been hit by a truck before, and he's overcome that. When I first met him, he was in a wheelchair. He just had double surgery on his hips, and he could barely walk, and 6 months later, he's fighting Brendan Schaub and knocking out a former NFL player.
How good is that?
This will just be another test, and he's gonna pass it.
Doesn't hurt anymore, 100%. My power got back. I asked the UFC to fight in Brazil.
In Rio, where Nogueira lives most of the year, he'll take on Dave Herman, who trains with Dan Henderson in Southern California and enters the fight with 15 knockouts amongst his 21 wins.
I'm definitely excited about it. You know, he's a legend. It's a great opportunity. It's my biggest fight to date.
Dave Herman is a tall guy. He's got a good wrestling defense against his double-legged single legs.
What a display of takedown defense.
Nogueira's won 20 fights by submission.
He's got it. A submission magician.
I have personally never lost a fight by submission, so I've got that going for me. I'm not concerned about a submission game because, as we all know, jiu-jitsu doesn't work.
Dave Herman has openly mocked jiu-jitsu many, many times. He's never fought anybody as good at jiu-jitsu as Minotauro Nogueira is. If this fight does go to the ground, he could eat those words.
He's talking, man, you know. Every ground move, there's a jiu-jitsu move. He's never been submit. He never fought someone that level on the ground. I can be the first one to do it.
I'm not worried about being submitted by Nogueira at all.
The wrestling ability of Dave Herman is amazing.
Dave Herman pushes him off. Very nicely done.
So you stay close. If he stay on the ground with Nogueira, you know, it's dangerous for him. This fight, you know, is more stand-up. I think he's more powerful.
Herman has some excellent knees, kicks, and punches, and he's got a sizable reach and height advantage that he should enjoy over Minotauro in this fight.
He got a good kicks.
Herman trying to fight long.
He got a good knee, very dangerous knee.
Watch for the knee. Another knee striking.
I think my hand's better than his hand. By punching, I got advantage. If he try to kick me, I'm gonna throw my hands.
Nogueira's beaten Dan Henderson, Fabricio Verdum, Mirko Krokop, Randy Couture. So he's got some impressive wins, but I can beat Nogueira.
Dave Herman certainly doing damage. I think a star is born here tonight.
I would try to defeat by knockout or submission. That's what we're gonna work for.
Nogueira with everything. Unbelievable the heart.
UFC gave me that chance to be in this card. I will do my best.
Najjača svjetska promocija slobodne borbe još jednom vraća se u Brazil, a 153. priredbu predvodi prvak u srednjoj kategoriji Anderson Silva. Spider će se treći put podići u polutešku kategoriju kako bi se borio s beskompromisnim veteranom Stefanom Bonarom. Nastup najboljeg borca današnjice, povratak legendarnog Minotaura nakon loma ruke i puno više pogledajte na pay-per-view u noći sa subote na nedjelju 14. listopada na 25. kanalu MaxTV-a s početkom u 4 sata ujutro. UFC 153 samo na Fight Channelu.